next champ, NAVARRETE or Stevenson, man? Stevenson can get it. Stevenson. Why that fight set up Emmanuel NAVARRETE, champ? He has a belt. I would like to unify the belt.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blueblood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, what you just heard was the voice of undefeated two-division world champion, who is currently the WBC reigning super featherweight or junior lightweight world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, Oscar Valdez, okay? Oscar Valdez, 30 wins, no losses, no draws, 23 wins by way of knockout. He's 30 years of age, stands at 5'5.5" with a 66-inch arm reach. He's coming off of a win over Robson Casasius, Olympic gold medalist. That was September 10th of this year. Okay, he got a unanimous decision victory over a fighter that most people thought he lost the fight, and he tested positive for a banned substance going into that fight, but faced no penalty for such. Okay, Oscar Valdez, he stated that in this interview, this is right ahead of the Canelo Alvarez, Caleb Plant Undisputed Showdown, November 6th, okay? November 6th, you had Oscar Valdez doing interviews, okay? And he was asked, that's 12 days ago, he was asked about what he wants next. Does he want to fight NAVARRETE next? Or does he want to fight his fellow undefeated two-division world champion, who is now the WBO junior lightweight reigning champion, superstar boxer, SHAKUR Stevenson? 17 wins, no losses, no draws, 9 wins by way of knockout, 24 years of age, stands at 5'7" with a 68-inch arm reach. He's coming off of a big, huge victory, stoppage victory, over the longest reigning champion in the division, that being Jamel Herring. He got a TKO stoppage victory in the 10th round of their fight, October 23rd, okay? So that was just a week before this interview with Oscar Valdez, and him talking about what does he want next. Does he want to face SHAKUR Stevenson? And you can clearly hear Oscar Valdez, okay, stating that he wants to face SHAKUR Stevenson over facing featherweight Mexican superstar title holder Emmanuel NAVARRETE. 35 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 29 wins by way of knockout, 26 years of age, 5'7" with a 72-inch arm reach, okay? He's coming off of an exciting fight against Joet Gonzalez, a guy SHAKUR Stevenson already previously beat for his WBO title, okay? He's the WBO featherweight world champion, who's also with Top Rank CEO and promoter, legendary promoter Bob Arum, who fights on ESPN. So all three of these fighters fight on ESPN. And you can clearly hear, now Emmanuel NAVARRETE has to move up from featherweight all the way up to 130, okay? SHAKUR Stevenson is already at 130, okay? And you can clearly hear in this conversation, Oscar Valdez being asked, does he want to fight Emmanuel NAVARRETE or does he want to fight SHAKUR Stevenson, okay? You can clearly hear what he's being asked, and you can clearly hear his response. Who's next, champ? NAVARRETE or Stevenson? Who do you want next? Listen to what Oscar Valdez responds. Stevenson can get it. Stevenson. Why Stevenson, SHAKUR Stevenson, over Emmanuel NAVARRETE, who's moving up in weight? Listen to his response. SHAKUR has a belt, and I want to unify the belts. Okay, that's what Oscar Valdez stated on November 5th. Okay, that was about 12 days ago. Okay, 12 or 13 days ago. Okay, he stated that he wanted to unify the belts against Oscar Valdez. Now let's listen to what Bob Arum had to say when I asked Bob Arum about making SHAKUR Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez. Let's listen to what Bob Arum had to say in response to this.
Guys, and they know what they're doing. But I wouldn't know this cruiserweight if he walked into this room, and I don't think any of you would.
What's your thoughts on Jerron Boutennis?
Who?
Jerron Boutennis.
He's pretty good fighter. He's very. All my people, my matchmakers say he's the real deal, and he is a terrific fighter. You know, how does he do against the top welterweights around? We'll have to see. But no question, he's the goods. He's a terrific fighter.
Now, what's your thoughts on SHAKUR Stevenson wanting to fight Oscar Valdez? Valdez said that it only makes sense for them to fight each other next. What's your thoughts on making that fight happen next?
Who says that?
Oscar Valdez. He said it only makes sense to have that fight happen next.
Well, they tell me different. They tell me that they want to do the Navarrete fight, and Navarrete wants to do the Valdez fight. So that fight will happen. Meanwhile, SHAKUR, there's a lot of fights we can make for SHAKUR, one of which could be Lomachenko, which is the fight that I want to see.
I think everybody wants to see that fight. Well, appreciate you, Bob.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Bob.
There you have it. Okay, that clearly lets you know Bob Arum stated that Oscar Valdez's team has been asking him to make the Emmanuel Navarrete fight, not the SHAKUR Stevenson fight. Okay, you hear it again from Bob Arum. He says that they're asking me to make the Emmanuel Navarrete fight. So I don't know what Oscar Valdez is saying when he says that he wants the SHAKUR Stevenson fight because he wants to unify the belt. Okay, he says when I talk to them, they are telling me they want the Navarrete fight. So what's next for SHAKUR Stevenson? I would love to make the fight between SHAKUR Stevenson and two-time Olympic gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, superstar boxer, Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko. Lomachenko is going into a showdown with former IBF world champion, lightweight world champion, superstar boxer Richard Comey, December 11th, okay? So after that fight, Bob Arum, he's clearly letting it be known that he wants to make a fight with SHAKUR Stevenson and Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko, okay? I like this fight. I personally like that fight better for SHAKUR Stevenson. I think that, Vasily Lomachenko is still, a great feather in the cap, okay? Meaning that SHAKUR Stevenson beats Vasily Lomachenko. Lomachenko, he came back, he beat Nakatani, okay? More than likely, he's going to beat Richard Comey, okay? And that's at December 11th, Madison Square Garden. I believe he's going to beat Richard Comey in that fight, okay? And I believe SHAKUR Stevenson, who has a history in the sparring with Vasily Lomachenko, he did state that if he can't get the Oscar Valdez fight, he would love the Lomachenko fight. I think that that's a perfect fight and perfect situation and scenario for SHAKUR Stevenson because Vasily Lomachenko is still viewed in high regards within the sport of boxing. So in my opinion, my personal opinion, I think the best route for SHAKUR Stevenson would be to beat Vasily Lomachenko, okay? That bolsters the fight between between SHAKUR Stevenson. SHAKUR Stevenson beat Lomachenko. They both southpaws. They both slick. It'll be a high speed chess match. Okay, he beats Lomachenko. The fight with SHAKUR Stevenson and Oscar Valdez just got that much bigger. Okay, so I would love for SHAKUR Stevenson to beat Lomachenko while he's still very relevant. Okay, a lot of people feel like it was a fluke between Lomachenko when he lost his last fight to now unified lightweight world champion superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez. Okay, I picked Teofimo Lopez to win the fight. I knew he was going to win the fight. Styles make fights, and he won the fight, unanimous decision. But Lomachenko is on a mission to rectify that loss. 2 losses now in his career to Teofimo Lopez and to Orlando Salido early in his career. So he's definitely on a mission to rectify that. So he's motivated. It just makes sense for me if SHAKUR Stevenson fights and beats Lomachenko early next year, then fights Oscar Valdez in a mega unification bout. That would be for a pay-per-view worthy fight at that point in time. It's pay-per-view worthy for me right now, but it will for sure solidify itself as being a pay-per-view fight at that point in time. So I would love for Shakur Stevenson, to fight and beat Vasyl Lomachenko. Okay, that's a great feather in his cap. Oscar Valdez, he'll be in a fight with Emmanuel Navarrete. It'll be an action-packed fight, just like Oscar Valdez was when he fought Miguel Buchel. When he fought Miguel Buchel, it was an action-packed fight. He knocked out Miguel Buchel. It was a lot of, back and forth. It was a lot. Well, he dominated the fight, but you were sitting on the edge of the seat because Miguel Buchel is a knockout artist with a lot of power. So you feel like it was just a matter of time before he catches up to Oscar Valdez. He never did. He ended up getting knocked out and suffering the second loss of his career. So, I believe Emmanuel Navarrete is going to bring the same type of fight to Oscar Valdez. And we obviously have, all of the situations surrounding Oscar Valdez with the failed test. So that makes it more intriguing. And not to mention, most people felt like Oscar Valdez, he lost that fight with Robson Casacia in his last fight, okay? And he just didn't get the nod. You understand? That being Robson Casacia. He was getting outboxed in that fight. And that's another reason why I'm sure Eddie Reynoso, well-renowned trainer, two-time trainer of the year, who also trains Canelo Alvarez, and Andy Ruiz Jr. He trains a lot of well-respected fighters in the sport of boxing. So they know Robson Casacia was outboxing Oscar Valdez. So they want to keep Robson Casacia's style away from Oscar Valdez as much as possible. And Shakur Stevenson is 2 levels above Robson Casacia. So clearly they want to keep Shakur Stevenson away from Oscar Valdez as it stands. You understand? So that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share the videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Wow.